1, 2, Sarang!
Hey! Annyeong, this is Pia.
Hello, this is Monica.
What is up, everyone? This is Trency, and welcome to another episode of 1, 2, Sarang!
Yes,
Grabe.
hello everyone.
Wow, hello! Welcome back to the Papag, everyone. Oh, very warm tonight. And wherever you are listening to us, sa office man kayo, or nasa car, or kung nasa man, galad ba kayo sa kalsada, super thankful kami na nandito kayo with us tonight. So, sarang hey!
Sarang, hey!
Also, watch your step. That's
So, ayaw natin na, hindi, pero baka magka-meet-cute moment sila pag gano'n.
Ayaw nga.
Oh.
Depende na
May
lang.
ganun kayong moment, kwento nyo.
Oo,
Let's
please.
search for stories like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
we want our mga Delulu love stories as always. Okay. So tonight we are gonna talk about one of our favorite K-dramas for 2023. I think, diba?
So
It's
far.
one of our favorites
Yeah.
so far. This first quarter. I think medyo sneaky din tong K-drama na to. It came out of nowhere and then pumatok siya. It's a hit on Netflix. And this K-drama is called Crash Course in Romance. Ooh.
Yes.
Crash Course in Romance. Super. So I am assuming na if you are listening to us right now, you have already watched the show. So kudos to you. 16 episodes. Kaya I will already post this question for you. Bakit walang Banchan restaurant sa Pilipinas?
Oh my gosh,
Can I
yes!
just
Kailangan
share?
natin yun.
Meron,
Oo,
diba?
Sobrang
As a
nakakatuwa.
mom.
Although, technically, if you go to like yung mga big groceries, Korean groceries, they have that banchan spread. Pero they're
Correct.
in the reps lang. This one's so cute lang kasi yung idea na it's really just a banchan restaurant and that's all they
Correct.
sell. Parang,
Oo.
nga no, may ganun palang, ang
Diba?
gandang konsepto nun na.
Sobra.
Oo. Kumbaga para ang dating, kumbaga para siyang salad stop, pero pang banchan.
Correct.
Gusto mo yung salad stop talaga yung peg. Yung peg,
Oo
di pa
nga.
nga
Salad
lang,
stop eh.
canteen,
Oo,
diba?
oo.
Tsaka alam mong freshly made kasi kita mo yung kusina. Doon lang sa may
Correct.
likod, diba?
Actually.
Correct.
So, kung sino man may pera dyan, gusto yung mga petal, hello, nandito po kami. Si Mon po, cooker. Kami ni Pia, slight cookers, more eaters, I guess. Gusto niyo po kaming supportahan sa aming 1 to Sarang, Banchan Endeavor.
Best banchan. One to Sarang.
Yes, 1 to
diba?
Sarang, oo. And dahil siyang primary location dun sa show, kaya natanong ko rin, kaya sobrang curious talaga ako. So, this show, it's very light. Yun nga, napag-usapan natin kanina. Parang medyo pailalim nga siyang pumasok. Kind of feels like Attorney Woo, no? May ganun siyang dating sa akin.
Although kasi, like Attorney Woo, big stars
Oo.
kasi yung lead. So parang yun naman yung
Correct.
nakaka-hook na parang kaya mo siya papanoorin.
Oo.
Totoo.
Yeah, I guess siguro as a
In,
newbie.
in cutesy roles.
In cutesy roles. Too.
I mean, si ate girl, the female lead.
Yeah.
Bigatin siya.
Huge.
bigatin siya. My
Huge.
God.
Actress in Korea.
Oo,
so it was
yeah.
really, really cute. And I don't know if she's done a lot of
She has.
drama
Sunbay
work.
name
Yeah,
siya,
she has.
diba?
Mm-mm.
Sunbay
Pero
name.
di ba
Oo.
mas films? I don't
Mas
know.
film
mas
siya.
film, mas
Oo.
Mas film
Oo.
siya, maraming awards and stuff.
Oo, correct. Pangalanan
So-
natin siya. Siya si John Do yun.
Mhm.
Yes.
And she is also the first Korean actress to win a Cannes for Best Actress.
Yeah.
Diba?
So-
Ganyan lang siya kabigatin.
Ganun lang siya
Yes,
kabigatin.
she's
You
huge.
know? Kaya kitang-kita natin naman din sa show kung, oh my God, she's so great. As in,
And
very
also the lead
subtle.
actor, sobrang galing
Yeah.
niya. Hospital
Oo.
Playlist, sobrang isa siya sa favorite ko. And also known as the boyfriend of Girls' Generation.
I
Yeah.
know.
Oh my God,
The
nakita niyo ba
boyfriend
yung
of
mga
10
lines?
years.
Oh, 10
10
years. Oh
Oo.
my God. Tapos ang cute pa nung backstory nila, nagkita lang sila sa simbahan. Parang gano'n. Because at the
talaga?
Catholic church.
Hindi ko yun alam.
Oo,
Oh,
parang
I
they
didn't know.
they came from the same college, also hang in the same church. So like, hanging in the church lang, no?
Yun.
Tapos parang they have common friends na sila nag-introduce sa kanila.
Oh, ang cute naman.
Diba?
Ang
Very
nakita
cute,
ko lang
diba?
interview, ang sabi nila, they'll only get married if he finally wins a Best Actor award.
Oh.
So, I hope he wins something for Crash Course in Romance.
Medyo red
Parang
flag
cute.
yung ganong ask ko. Parang medyo red flag yung ask natin. Although kind
I
of
think-
aligned
I
with the
think
show
it's-
in terms
it
of
is
demands.
a little bit. I think naman it's like kind of their thing lang na,
Oo.
kumbaga, it's one of those, I don't Wah, nang chismis na talaga sa love life nila eh. Yun yung naging topic.
Bilang chismis is also a big topic in this show.
Alright. Pero parang nag-gets ko lang from the interview, parang we don't really
Mm.
need to get married. So this is kind of like our running joke na, let me
Tama
win an award and
naman.
then maybe we'll get
Ah,
married. Parang may ganong
correct.
vibes yung pagka-interview ko sa
Okay.
interview.
Well, we like the show din apart from, the great acting and, all these bigaten actors. Sobrang dami rin kasing mga issues na very relevant na pinag-usapan sa show. Albeit the show being very light, parang ang daming mga underlying topics talaga na mabigat. And I think, not just for Korea, but also for, the people in other countries na may mga ganun ding mga issues. So, in light of that, we have decided to bring onto the show a very esteemed guest. Wow!
Oh, di ba naman?
Iba naman! Esteemed guest talaga. Okay. Okay, to talk about these topics. But before we introduce him, i-layout muna natin ang mga pag-uusapan natin sa show na to. Question number 1 is, guys, naloka ba kayo sa education system ng South Korea?
Ay, nako.
Medyo nakaka-stress. As in. So, and it is basically yung whole premise ng show itself. So, which part of the show's depiction of this really struck you? Question number 2 is, what did you think naman about the depiction of the mothers? Kasi syempre, yung mga mothers yung nagpapatakbo din ng show, di ba? Yung sa mga anak nila. And ano ba, pag-usapan natin yung mga actions nila with regards to like making sure that their children are successful in their studies and in their careers. We'll talk about that later. And of course, hindi natin kakalimutan ang pinakatuhog ng show na to, which is the love story of Choi Chi-yeol and Nam Heng-son. And we want to know if kung nadala ba kayo, kinilig ba kayo ng show na to, and if at the end of the day, this love story brought the show to its best possible conclusion. Does love find the way? Wow! Diba? Someone's here to help us answer these questions, discuss it. Dun! Wow! May drama
Wow,
roll!
may sariling sound effects.
Correct! Our favorite, our very own, Jongmin.
Wow!
The Jongmin of our hearts.
The Jongmin of our
Yeah.
hearts because he is the most entertaining person ever. One of our dearest friends from inside and outside theater, our fellow Hallyu lover and educator, Mr. JJ Ignacio! Woohoo!
Yay! Hello, JJ!
Welcome!
Annyeong!
Welcome to the Papag! Annyeong!
Annyeonghaseyo.
Ayan.
May natutuhan ako kakanood ko ng Boys Planet. Ganun pala.
Oo. A little bit of background lang. He's an educator in Ateneo Junior High School and he has been teaching for 14 years. Wow! Yung career mo,
Grabe.
high school student na din. Wow.
Oo nga, ano siya, parang junior high na second, parang grade 8, ganon, no?
Oo.
Parang
Pwede na
ganun,
siyang
medyo,
correct.
Pwede
middle
na
school
siya-
lang
Pwede
nila.
na siyang
Oo.
mag-apply for idol training.
Correct,
Oo
pwede
na
nga,
idol.
pwede na siyang idol. Jungkook levels na siya. Kung
Oo.
super talented siya, pwede na siyang ipa-debut.
Ang
Correct.
tanda naman ng Jungkook.
Hoy, grabe, di mo
Hindi.
siya matanda.
Ano ron? Grabe ka
When-
Hindi,
no,
Jungkook,
when
nung
he
nag-debut
started.
siya.
Alam niyo bakit?
So,
Ang
sino
inisip
ba
ko yung
yung
Jungkook
Jungkook
yung nasa variety.
Hindi yung Jungkook na
Yung
matanda.
Jungkook iniisip ko.
Yung
Jungkook BTS
Idol din
tayo.
yun,
Ay,
Turbo
kaya nga,
yun.
BTS.
Oo, konting background din kay JJ. He is, I think, maybe a bigger K-variety fan than Pia. So, ito yung mga tambay ng View. Hello, View! Baka gusto nyo kami sponsorin.
Hello, View. Genius Kitchen naman dyan.
Hindi, Prime Video kasi sila na
Oo, sorry na,
partner
Prime
eh.
Video. Kailangan magbayad. Okay! The hottest and the, I think, most impactful topic talaga na pinresenta ng show na to is, of course, yung situation of the education in South Korea. Diba? Parang like, sobrang intense ng pressure, super cutthroat. Actually, parang may napanood nga ako na little bit of a background lang. Imposed pala din to, sort of, ng government because since they allowed the chaebols to go about with their industry, parang they had to make sure that they have the skilled workers for those industries. And with that, kaya yung gobyerno nag-funnel ng maraming pera into the education. Pero at the same time, as the industries became bigger and bigger and the technologies became better and better, they did not need the people anymore. So, na-impose na yung cutthroatness and the high-pressure culture, but now without the jobs. So, kaya yung competition,
Ang
sobrang
lala.
mas naging intense. So, as in, nakita naman natin to sa show, di ba? So,
I think it's like before that
Mm-mm.
pa. Kasi also
Mm-mm.
part of them trying to revive themselves after the Korean War.
correct.
They really made sure na go spread out into the world, learn every industry, etc., etc., and then come back and then we will make Korea great again. Parang ganon.
Correct. Oo.
Ew,
Parang
I can't believe I
ganun.
said that. I'm so sorry.
Oo.
Pero
Oo.
makita mo rin yung parang extremes, no? For those who are
Yeah.
focused on the academics, parang ganon.
Mm-mm.
Pero di ba meron din silang something na, oy, baka may input dito si JJ. For the
Oo.
athletes, parang yung nakita natin sa 25-21, di ba, and even here, di ba, the hockey player guy, na parang kung athlete ka, okay lang, parang may free pass ka na wag masyadong mag-aral. Parang may ganun sila. O sige, parang hindi yan papasok kasi athlete siya, ipapasa natin
Oo.
siya. Kasi meron ding
Correct.
greatness naman na nadadala yung mga
Tama.
athletes sa
Parang may
bansa.
contribution.
Correct.
Correct.
Oo nga.
May
Kumbaga,
mga ganyan
kanya-kanya.
din ba? Malaking issue yan sa Ateneo, di ba? Wow, talagang
Wow,
specific.
chumismis na.
Yung mga inside story.
Ay, ano ba
Wag
to?
naman,
Ano
yung
ba
mga
yun?
pwede
may
lang.
special treatment talaga. May special
Mm.
treatment. Nagba-assign ng special tutors sa mga
Mm.
athletes. Kasi iba rin yung demands for athletes.
Correct.
Correct.
Before sila pumasok,
Oo.
5, gising nila 4, 5 a.m. Tapos training at 6. Class
Yeah.
class at
God.
7. Training ng hapon. Tapos klase. So
They need
kailangan din nila ng
attention.
support.
Oo.
So,
Oo.
kailangan din nila ng support to survive. Kasi hindi
Correct.
naman pwedeng magaling lang sila mga athletes. Kailangan may laman din yung utak nila. Pero syempre, hindi nila kaya
With
yun
the
on their own.
time.
So, yung Ateneo, well, at least sa school namin,
Mm-mm.
binibigyan sila ng extra support para to stay afloat academically.
Tama
And may
naman.
reason
Sense
naman.
naman.
Maganda yung
Oo.
pagkaka-explain mo kasi grabe din naman yung demands ng pagiging athlete. Kasi yung iba
Correct.
parang tinitignan lang na, hindi man pumapasok na nagbabasketball lang. But if you
Oo.
think about it, about like the training, it makes sense. Kailangan nila suporta.
Students pa rin sila after all.
Correct. Ganun ba ka-competitive yung sa Ateneo, like in terms of dyan, sa junior high, kapag i-compare mo sa Korean school system, JJ?
Competitive in terms of
Grades, yung parang bawal magpakita ng notes, dapat ako number 1 every sem.
hindi ganun ka-intense. Hindi ganun ka-intense na cutthroat na magpapatayan sila at nanakawan sila ng notes. Minsan nga, yun yung problem namin. Nag-share sila.
Nag-share sila ng notes. problem yun?
Nagtutulungan sila. Na problem in the sense na minsan may isa lang ang gumagawa tapos yung iba na masyado sila nakikiride na lang dun sa dun sa smarter kids. Tsaka siguro malaking factor sa Korean education na, although gusto ko lang ulitin din yung sinabi ninyo na yung educational system ng Korea basically is a product of their history.
Correct.
Diba?
Correct. Oo.
Sobrang kawawa talaga yung pinagdaan. Sobrang lungkot nung pinagdaanan nila nung panahon ng digmaan, World War II, tapos Korean War. Tapos sobrang hirap nila. Pero it also shows yung determination, yung part of their culture na yung effort to build back and build and build better, more. Charot.
Oy!
I want to
God, oo nga eh.
Yun ang totoo.
We're after this conversation.
Sorry. This is not
Joke lang,
political
joke.
talk. So, part of their effort to build their country, nabanggit na actually ni Trency it's yun, di ba? Yung industries, ibinigay sa mga chebol, sa mga pamilya. Of course, they need skilled workers. Tapos eventually, nag-finund yung education until grabe yung college, yung
Demands.
ano tawag doon? Sunong yung college
Ano to yung CSAT nila?
Yung CSAT.
CSAT
Oo.
nila. As in,
Sunong.
cutthroat talaga. Kasi that will decide technically the future of
Correct. Exactly.
diba?
And
Kaya talaga magpapatayan sila talaga to get good scores there.
Ang
And that's
intense,
just
no?
their entry. Kasi dito tayo, at least pwede kang mag-exam sa iba-ibang school. Parang ganun. Parang may chance ka pa. Pero ito, it's standardized for everything. And yun na yung basis
Correct.
for lahat ng school.
Para siyang dito, yung how to get into medical school. Kasi di ba dito parang standardized yung test to get into medical school. So sila earlier pa in the game. And
To get
Tsaka
into college.
it will decide kung magka-college sila o hindi.
correct.
Diba? Tapos kapag hindi
Oo.
sila nakapasa,
Pwede nilang ulitin.
parang sa culture nila though, sa culture nila, kapag hindi ka nag-college, parang mababa yung tingin nila.
As someone who has been in the educational system for such a long time, JJ, and I know that you've worked with DepEd as well, 'di ba? Parang may nakakwento ka sa amin dati. Ano sa palagay mo, parang mas maigi ba para sa mga students na yung ganitong process natin na parang per college entrance exam, or would it be better to have a standardized for all?
May advantage yung pagkakaroon ng standardized test.
Okay.
May advantage siya because it adds pressure to kids to really study. Pero ang magiging issue ko dyan ay yung quality ng standardized test.
Correct.
Diba? Kasi before you create a standardized test, ano muna yung inaral nila, diba?
Kasi
I think may issue pa tayo sa curriculum
Correct.
I-overhaul yata ng may EDCOM ngayon na nangyayari dito sa Pilipinas, yung Educational Commission Part 2, kung saan concerted effort of the whole government to assess the whole educational system and in 3 years to provide suggestions, solutions through legislation and executive action para to improve naman our grades. Grabe naman sa PISA tsaka sa TIMSS, kulelat talaga tayo sa reading. Second to the last tayo sa comprehension, science, and
Ang
math.
lala.
Sobrang lala.
Sobrang lala. At hindi and according to studies, 90% of our kids, mga grade 4, grade 5, cannot read. Hindi sila makabasa.
Oh no.
Kung nakakabasa man, hindi nila naiintindihan. So may matindi yung comprehension issues natin sa ating bansa. Kaya blessing in disguise na nagdesisyon ngayon yung through the efforts of Senator Gatchalian, may EDCOM ngayon na naisabatas na and ongoing, so 3 years yung magiging evaluation ng educational system natin. Yung EDCOM 1 last happened in 1991.
Wow! Ganun nakatagal!
Wow.
Which resulted to the yung pagde-divide ng DEX, naging, di ba? Yung DEX, naging DepEd test at saka CHED. Yung dinivide,
Sports Commission.
dinivide sa tatlo yung 3 different aspects of education.
Okay.
Pero 91,
medyo
mga
intense,
idols
ha?
natin nun, hindi pa sila
Hindi pa pinapanganak. Correct.
So parang as we've discussed nga, parang sobrang magkakaiba yung mundo talaga natin. As in, and whenever parang I see these nga, parang how they depict the educational system nga in Korea, sobrang parang distant niya. Kasi yung pressure naman, di ganun kalala sa atin. Pero, balikan natin ng konti yung show. Kasi,
sorry.
okay lang naman, maganda naman kasi nalatag na rin
I
natin.
like it, oo.
Oo, nalatag naman din kung nasaan din tayo nang gagaling as viewers.
Oo.
But, I guess parang like, how can we relate then to what they've experienced? So, maybe we can, talk about like, for example, the students and the teachers in the show itself. So, parang ako talaga gusto ko malaman kung ano yung nag-strike sa inyo sa mga experiences nila. Parang for me kasi parang the students particularly parang they're like 3 kinds. So you have yung of course yung bida natin na student si Namhae, ang ating abandoned child. So she's like medyo mas lax yung hindi siya masyadong pinipressure, and then we also have yung mga friends naman niya. So si Lison J, so who is yung kanyang cutie boylet. Meron din yung friend niya na si Danji, who yung mom niya na atribida na
Who's
isa.
the best? I
Oo,
love that actress.
Sobrang push-over.
Medyo push on, balimbingish. And then of course yung super hot for me.
Oh my God, siya talaga bet ko.
Grabe, si Gonhu. Oh my God.
Yes, like,
Oo.
yes boy, yes.
Yes, but parang, and of course si Suwa, na I think
Yes,
they
si
represent yung medyo, yung current parang atmosphere of most of the students there. And of course, yung extremes naman, which is yung represented by si Ji Dongwi, who is yung assistant nga, and of course, his sister. Extreme. So parang may self-harm, they hurt other people because of all the pressures that they have gone through. So, what struck you guys the most dun sa mga napanood nyo sa experiences nila?
Ako super can't relate sa kanila. As a student, parang I didn't feel the pressure. Tapos, although wow, nagyabang.
Oo.
Pero parang I did well when I was in school. Pero parang never naman yun pressure sa akin ng magulang ko. Parang ginawa ko lang, I don't know why. Although I remember, meron akong isang classmate na parang grade 1, grade 2 pa lang kami. Sobra talaga siyang pinapressure to be number 1 all the time. Tapos naalala ko siya na parang, kunwari may mga grouping, talagang magdadabog siya kung yung may mga ka-group siya na hindi matataas yung grades. As in, kakausapin niya yung teacher, tas iiyakan talaga niya. As in, ganun. As in, sobrang yung pressure na yun, napaka-intense. I don't know where it's coming from. Tapos noon, bigla na lang, nung nag-college na tayo, bigla na lang parang nagkaroon na lang siya ng breakdown and then all of a sudden, she abandoned her like academic dreams, nag-drop out siya sa college and she went to a good school. Nag-drop out siya, tapos nag-pursue siya ng arts.
Oh, wow.
As in, parang ganun yung naging story niya.
Alam mo, Pia, meron din akong student na ganyan. Ganyan yung kwento. Nung grade school siya, nung nagtuturo pa ako sa grade school, estudyante ko siya, tas super talino. Pero napapansin ko na merong something off sa personality niya. Pero super talino, sobrang tapos nung high school hindi na siya sa Ateneo, nagtisay na siya. So wala na masyadong balita, pero I guess siguro nag-UP yun, nag-science or math course, nag-STEM, only to find out na na-depress pala nung college. Nag-attempt ng suicide. Pero ngayon, nag-pursue siya ng music, nagma-master siya ng music, and he's doing better now.
Wow.
Grabe, no? Ang laki talaga nung effect nun sa mental health, all that pressure from like being a kid and being taught na dapat number 1 ka. Kung saan man nanggagaling yung pressure, kung ikaw lang ba yun sa sarili mo or galing sa parents mo, whatever. It really affects you so bad.
Ang hirap din kasi siguro as a kid. Yung journey ko naman parang early high school, medyo tanga-tanga ako.
Grabe naman yung tanga-tanga.
Pero I had to take
Carefree.
I had to take summer classes for math because I wasn't doing well.
I mean, math.
Because,
Sino ditong magaling sa math?
I can only add with a
my
calculator.
sisters are so
Disabled ako sa math.
I meant dito sa Zoom na to.
Okay.
Disabled
Anyway,
ang
Huwag mo
math.
sama yung ibang tao, kundi talo talaga tayo dyan.
I guess,
Correct.
my mentality kasi it was summer school. Ibig sabihin, failure. That's always been
Yes.
Correct, oo
that's a stigmatizing thing, right? So when that happened, I mean, I remember I got so bothered by it because I missed travel opportunities that summer because I had to stay nga because of classes, etc. So pagdating ng second year, sabi ko talaga, I'm gonna do better because I don't want to go through that again. And then, sakto din, parang, I don't know, hindi ko alam kung paano ko na-course yung energy ko. Parang suddenly, I became more competitive. I had like this kabarkada who was also very, very smart. Tas nasa-sense ko na meron siyang competitiveness din. Like, mahilig siya mag-compare ng grades, etc., etc. Parang, di ko alam. Parang I decided to like, compete with her then in a way.
Ikaw pa, napaka-competitive mo eh.
Kaya nga eh.
Oo.
Pero yung competitiveness na yun, at least with her, because I knew she was like steps ahead of me. Alam mo yung, sige, subukan lang natin. Like, let's try to be better. Let's
It
try
pushes
to like,
you forward.
oo, let's try, subukan natin na I'll get a higher score in this subject or whatever. Until slowly, sometimes it happens, sometimes mas taas ako sa kanya, sometimes hindi. And then,
Bakit ako natatawa?
Napaproud ka kay baby Monica.
Okay. So, pagdating nung college entrance exams and stuff, I didn't get in UP. I wanted to go to UP. But I still got in Ateneo. I was kind of setting myself low. Not naman na the other schools are like, you know. But kumbaga, shock talaga sa akin na I got in Ateneo. I didn't think that I was smart enough.
Correct.
So, may ano ako, parang, oh my God, I made it in, ganun. Pero pagdating ng first year, na-depressed na naman ako. Kasi, puta, lahat kayo matatalino. Alam mo yun?
Correct.
Later on, I guess, parang let's switch things around. Like, let's do something na alam mong ikaw lang may, parang naghanap ako ng something na alam kong ako lang yung may kayang gawin. Na hindi lahat kayang gawin. So, PA. I mean, I joined theater. Because gets, a lot of people, I remember a lot of people signed up, but not everyone stayed. And that for me was like such a big achievement.
Oo.
And that led you to us.
Correct.
Wow!
Into us, into the theater
It's a
world.
trap.
Correct. Pero alam mo, yun nga yung parang sobrang laking difference, I guess, with how we are brought up compared to like what we saw nga on the show. Kasi parang sa show, parang sobrang one-track mind lang yung kailangan nilang gawin. Kumbaga parang test lang. Yun lang. Parang there's no other options for you.
Mention ko lang, kasi nag-meeting kami kanina, pinag-usapan namin yung mga students. On the other hand, from the teacher's point of view naman, medyo nakakapikon din yung alam mong kaya nila, pero masaya na sila sa C, puro C yung grades nila.
Talaga?
Hindi nag-e-effort. Kaya nga, di ba, nung tinanong mo na, are you okay with standardized test? Ano mo, parang go na akong standardized test para naman medyo ma-pressure yung mga gantong bata na
pero alam mo,
siniswing lang.
Nung binring up mo actually yun, may naisip ko dun sa last episode, yung nag-uusap na si Choi Chi-yol, tsaka yung bestie niya na homeroom teacher. Tapos parang yung concern naman ng homeroom teacher was parang like, how can I teach these students fairly? Kasi parang whenever he teaches only to the top of the class. So, kumbaga standard nila. Pero iba-iba naman kasi ng way of getting information yung mga tao. So, kunyari, for example, like, pang Simon lang, di ba? Parang, sa class, she's great. Pero nagulat ka pa rin nakapasok Ateneo. Kasi parang baka you absorb things differently. So, you're still great with the test, di ba? Pero, yun nga, parang like, ang ganda nga nung pinost nila yung tanong na yun. Kasi parang it kind of like, summarizes like the entire show
if you're a teacher and you're updated with recent trends, meron tayong tinatawag na differentiation, meron tayong tinatawag na multiple intelligence, na dapat na-identify, hindi pwedeng puro talkies ka lang, na talk show ka lang, salta ka lang ng salta. Dapat iniiba-iba mo yung mga strategies mo sa classroom. Minsan gumagalaw yung mga bata, minsan nakikinig sila, minsan nagdo-drawing, minsan kumakanta, in bite sizes. Kasi syempre, attention span, 15 minutes lang hanggang ang kayang pumirme ng mga bata. So if you're an updated teacher, dapat alam mo yon to cater to
everyone.
Different to everyone with different interests.
Correct.
And also, 'di ba, parang jumping off also from what Chancy said and what you're saying. 'Di ba, kasi kami dati nung nag-high school kasi ako sa Miriam. So we had like English section nung batch, parang the batch higher than me, tapos yung batch namin. Tapos after ng batch namin, they decided to remove it completely. So parang yun yung tapos parang yung math and science sections din namin, tinanggal din siya eventually. Sa Ateneo din, 'di ba? Parang tinanggal na rin yung parang yung mga A-boys, yun yung matatalino, or does it still continue?
Pero meron kaming mga pull out. So may advanced classes pa rin kami.
Parang APE.
Kapag math, lalabas sila and may different class sila.
Really?
Okay, pero
So
hindi
the
na siya yung
A-boys, the as in section A is
Wala nang ganon.
Pull out. Pero may advanced classes pa rin. Which is, I think, okay to give everyone lahat kasi, minsan, dati kasi may lahat na magagaling nasa A, pero may mga nakakalusot na magaling nasa regular section. So at least sa pull-out system, kahit nasa ang section ka, kung magaling ka sa English, pwede kang mag-advance English. Tapos kung hindi ka magaling ngayon, pero next year magaling ka, pwede kang i-recommend ng teacher mo the following year to join the advanced class. And vice versa, kung ayaw mo na, pwede kang mag-pull out, umalis na.
And I feel like it helps din, for example, kasi kami rin sa Saints ko ganun parang before, parang yung may 3 classes na nandun yung magagaling. So, parang like, I feel like yung talent din or yung motivation na nabibigay nila for other students who are not as motivated, hindi kumakalat sa ibang sections. So, kumbaga sa ibang sections, the standard isn't going up because like yung mga magagaling are all in one. So, parang kaya nga nakakatawa sa show. Balikan natin si Gonho, ating favorite na hari. Na thank God hindi sila ganung klaseng setup kasi kung hindi siya makakapag-aral.
Correct, di siya magkaka-chance na magkaroon lang ng classmate na tutulong sa'yo. Diba? And sobrang love ko na tinabihan niya. Well, helpful naman na crush niya. Pero alam mo yun, very good naman yung mga the moves niya. Uy, mag-aral tayo.
Yung nakita niyo yung una niya eksena, yung Chun-Li, yung
correct! I love that! I sobrang
super cute.
Ayun,
Very anime actually.
To be fair, gusto ko tuloy i-share na parang nung high school ako, I was dating someone na parang...
Sinipa ka rin sa likod? Charot.
Hindi naman.
Nag-chunli rin.
Oo.
Hindi
Nahulog ka
kami
sa-
umabot sa ganun, to be fair. Pero
Oo.
kasi siya rin, so parang class president, motivated, chenes-chenes.
Oo,
So,
oo.
ang ganda ng grades ko, third year, fourth year. Feeling ko
Wow!
dahil sa kanya, kaya ako pumasa sa Ateneo. Wow!
See?
Inspired.
Nakaka-inspire talaga
It gets,
eh.
di
Di
ba?
ba?
When you're surrounded by people who pull you up or, I mean,
Oo.
may ganun talagang ano.
Oo.
Yung parang, kunwari magte-text kami, tas imbis na parang, uy, magtawagan tayo, sabi niya, mag-aral tayo. Syempre ako naman, as masunurin, sige, mag-aral tayo. Ganyan.
Nakaka-inspire, di ba? Huwag tayong maging bangsuwa. Ano siya? Talangka. Alam mo yun?
Oo,
Huwag tayo sa
unfortunately.
Pero very,
Yung nakakalungkot
very
yung case
unfortunate
niya.
yung sa kanya.
That is
Sobra.
also true. Super.
Ito kaya yun, yung lumilitaw daw yung yung mga letters lumilipat, tas
Parang feeling ko it
nagbe-blur
comes with
yung-
anxiety. Parang,
Too much pressure,
stress
too much
and
stress.
anxiety na yun. Oo.
Tsaka na-bother lang ako that they didn't deal with that problem. Parang hindi naman siya pinapunta sa therapist. Parang
Alam
she
mo,
just got
yes.
over it on her own. Parang ganun lang yung
Yeah, I
Alam
kind
mo,
of got bitten about
Hindi rin
that.
kasi nalaman ng mom eh. Hindi
Parang-
naman nalaman ng mom.
Correct.
They
Hindi
never
nalaman
talked
nung mom.
about it talaga.
Oo.
Which is kind of sad kasi parang parang for me, she was one of the problems why she's like that. So I wish there was a sort of conversation like really
Correct.
directly dealing with it. But maybe it was, what if it was a statement na
Actually,
hindi nila yun ginagawa. Kaya
Actually,
That's
yun
so
yung
sad.
feeling ko, that is the point, na may mga issue na yung mga bata, pero hindi nila nababanggit sa mga
Oo.
magulang nila.
Yun
So,
nga eh.
clueless din yung mga magulang.
Actually,
Correct.
towards the end nga nung show, yun yung sobrang nakakabitin. Yun nga yung binensyon mo na parang like, never siya nagkaroon ng resolution. So parang as a viewer, parang ako na lang kailangan mag-resolve for her. So parang, okay, I guess siguro parang natauhan siya kasi naisip niya na nung, akala kasi nila na nagpakamatay si ano, 'di ba? Si ate girl. Na
hey.
parang like, it could have been me. It could have been me. Pero parang hindi siya resolved kasi ibig sabihin, you put the responsibility of fixing yourself upon the child. Na alam mo yun,
Exactly.
parang, kaya nga ang
super
ganda
lungkot
ulit.
talaga.
Oo. Kaya ang,
Pero feeling ko kasi yun yung
Yun yung
reality.
truth nila.
Yun yung truth doon.
pero yun nga yung ano eh, pero parang I feel like it's a reality that they're also trying to fix. Although dito, hindi masyado. Kasi parang na-mention din sa dulo nung teacher nga na parang, yun nga, it's not their fault. It's the problem of the parents and a really bad system. Pero yun nga, hindi lang nila masyadong inungkat. Parang,
Sorry, pwede bang i-bring up ko ulit si teacher kasi natuwa ako nung
Go.
Yes.
nagiinuman sila ni
Choi.
bidang
Choi,
lalaki.
oo.
Nabanggit niyan parang kasi 'di ba may konting competition sila. Tapos parang may isang scene na nagpipiti yung teacher. Tapos nabanggit niya na gusto niya magturo ng marami pa pero hindi niya magawa, hindi niya matulungan as much yung mga bata din kasi ang dami niya, nabanggit niya ang dami niyang kailangang papel.
Correct.
na
Admin
i-fill.
stuff.
Ang dami mga admin stuff na oh my God, ganyan-ganyan yung mga DepEd teachers natin. Yung mga teachers sa public school. Na
Figure.
6 hours sila, 6 hours lang yung call nila sa school. Pero yung 6 hours na yun, babad ka sa classroom.
Oo.
Pero after nung 6 hours, ang dami nilang reports na kailangan
True.
gawin. Yung iba nagluluto sa cafeteria, yung iba naglilinis. Responsibility
My
nila.
God, talaga?
Yung paglilinis ng mga...
Kasali yun.
Nung
Oh
iba,
my
ha?
gosh. Oh
Di
my
ba yung
God.
brigada eskwela, di ba?
Oo.
Tatawagan ng teacher yung mga magulang, tulungan niyo po akong linisin at pagandahin at pinturahan ang classroom. Kaya tingin mo, iba-iba ang may mga classroom na super ganda with the latest paint and all.
Oo.
Yung iba naman, sakto lang. Kasi if lahat sinalo ni teacher, pati yung mga forms, assessment, assess, sobrang dami talaga sa DepEd. Nung kinwento sa akin nung kaibigan ko sa DepEd, as in tanong, paano ka magsusurvive niyan?
Oo.
Paano ka
And with the pay that
ng
they
buwan
get
mo?
pa.
Hindi, mas mataas yung pay nila ngayon ng public
In
school than
fairness,
private
Ah,
school.
really?
competitive naman.
Okay.
Kapresyo ng Ateneo ng public
Oo,
school.
maganda daw talaga.
Oh, rare.
They
Oo,
increased
at
they
least
increased
ganun.
this during Pinoy's time.
Pero
Okay.
Good.
pero talo sila sa dami ng trabaho nila.
Yun
Totoo.
nga eh. Parang,
Super dami.
meron akong pinsan who is a teacher din. And then, nung pandemic, parang, na-mention niya yun na parang grabe yung burden on them. Siyempre, sila pa yung gumagawa ng curriculum. Tapos they have to prepare for like, online teaching. Alam mo yun na they never had any training for. So, parang talagang sobrang overburden talaga sila. Na I guess versus, for example, yung trabaho ni Choi Chiyol, na parang wala siyang, kumbaga, as emotionally invested on the kids. Kasi parang siya, parang after school lang siya eh. Alam mo yun?
Actually,
Parang
yan,
he
yung,
is.
yung mga hagwon, yan yung yung
Hagwon.
sa first question mo, yan yung what struck me the most sa show na ito. How yung after school, cram schools,
Cram
yung mga
Correct,
hagwon,
cram schools, yeah.
is a big industry pala sa
It
Korea,
is.
no?
Ganun
Talagang
kalaki.
super,
Oo.
ganun kalaki. Kasi may
Kaya mo
matinding
kumita ng
pressure,
ganun
may matinding pressure, plus culture, bahagi ng culture nila na dapat makapasa ka sa college or else you'll be a second-class citizen. So talagang buti nga, alam ko bago lang yung batas yata nila na hanggang 10 na lang. May
Alam
nabasa
ko,
ko
hanggang
dati.
10?
morningan.
Dati,
Dati hanggang
PM.
pa-morningan. Pero
Dati.
ngayon, nilimitahan na nila hanggang
Buti
10.
naman.
Mm-mm,
But
buti
that's still
naman.
so late. Like, imagine when we were in high school, parang yung 10 p.m. parang, hoy, uwi
My
na.
God!
Parang ganun
oo.
na yun, di
Hindi
ba?
pa, oo, para kailangan nasa bahay ka nun,
Hindi ako
tulog.
nag-aaral hanggang 10.
Oo,
Di ba?
ako din.
Hindi.
By that time,
Nagpa-practice
nanonood
lang
ng
ako
TV.
ng sayaw. Wow!
Kumakanta lang
Mga ganon.
Pag
mga
jumojowa,
practice ng sayaw.
Lumalambing.
Remember that scene, the mom of Sunjae explained it well. Like, syempre, dahil mas matanda siya. So, yun talaga yung experience niya. You really have to do well so that you become significant in the society. Because if you're not significant, you're dead, basically.
Correct.
Parang ganun yung pagkasabi niya. Na sobrang sakit, like when she said it, because, there's so much truth in that about their society. But, like, it's so suffocating. Like, how do you live?
Correct.
Diba? How do you do
True.
that?
I like that you brought up the moms na. So, parang, sobrang laking factor din nila sa show na to. Alam mo yun? Parang they're like the movers and shakers, basically, of their children's lives. And how they
Yeah.
move their children's lives are kind of, di mo sila mapapalakpakan minsan. So, pag-usapan naman natin kung paano pinakita yung mga nanay dito sa show na to.
May
May
kanya-kanya
mga ganyan
talagang
din bang
ano,
mga
no?
ano?
Alam mo, oo.
May mga PTA moms din ba sa Ateneo na ganyan
Of
ka?
course.
Atrevida?
Marami, helicopter moms, as in tumambay na doon sa school. Not that it's a bad thing, pero minsan mapapansin mo yung meron nga hindi ako mag-mention ng names, pero may mga yung ang lalakas ng personality, pero yung mga anak nila tahimik. Hindi nagsasalita. Bakit kaya?
I think I know of
Ako
classmates
naiintindihan
na
ko yan.
ganyan.
Kasi nanay ko ganyan eh.
Ikaw ba
Hindi
matahimik?
ka naman tahimik.
Tahimik,
Hindi ka tahimik.
Hindi ka naman tahimik.
Sorry naman.
Parang
Eh, kasi
mana-mana
sabi ko
lang yung
imposing
nangyari
siya.
sa'yo.
Ang term doon ay helicopter parenting. As in,
Correct.
bawat kembot ng bata, binantayan ng nanay, ng mga magulang.
Correct.
Pero grabe yung mga nanay dito, medyo extreme talaga sila. To the point na yung talagang meron silang, natuwa ako doon sa konsepto, meron silang skymom.net. I'm sure totoo to.
Correct.
Oo.
Na parang, para
Totoo
siyang, how do you say it? Facebook? Yun ba yung pinakamalapit na,
Didn't
Ano
they have
for-
something like
Reddit
that
for
in
moms?
Sky
Parang
Castle
ganon?
also?
Oo, they did.
oo.
Pero meron ding parang version ng ganyan dito sa Philippines. Like sa
Ooh.
Facebook, ang daming mga Facebook group for moms kung saan kailangan kung kuha ka ng tips, tapos nag-exchange sila. And medyo ganun din, like, it's been a while since I last opened Facebook and been active in those pages. So I just don't know kung yung cancel culture doon is kasing lala nung cancel
Yes.
culture sa Korea. Kasi yun
Oo.
talaga yung parang, yung iba yung parang, kasi mahirap din kapag you're online, di ba? Minsan parang kapag may isang person na talagang madaldal siya and makwento sa experience, parang minsan nadadala ka na parang, oo nga, tama yung sinasabi niya. Parang, ang galing, whatever.
Correct.
And then sometimes when that person encounters something negative, parang madadala ka rin sa emotions niya na masama yung nangyari sa kanya dahil dito. Parang hindi ko lang alam kung ganun din ka-toxic dito compared to kung yung skymom.net nga sa Korea, if it really exists. Kasi ang lala! Hindi ko
Yung growing up, so yung setup kasi namin magkakapatid, ako lang yung naibang school. So, my siblings, they're all mga schools from the south. So, because of it, because I guess dahil mas malapit sa bahay, my mom was more active sa mga parent stuff sa schools nila. When she wasn't at all in Poveda, which I didn't mind. Like, masyado naman akong masyado naman akong independent, may pagka-alternative,
Rebel?
rocker,
Strong
rebel,
Wow.
whatever. Kung gustong
Yes.
panindigan,
Strong
whatever.
independent.
So okay lang na wala yung nanay ko. Alam mo yun. Like, kasi, like, here, yun sa mga schools ng mga kapatid ko, so the moms really gather, the parents really gather. Sila talaga yung magkakakilala talaga sila. Like, until now, Like, sometimes, kunyari, pag nagkukwentuhan, they talk to them about their families na talagang as if really, yung mga family friends talaga, parang ganun levels. And then, minsan, every now and then, as adults na, like, way past high school na, minsan, magkukwento yung nanay ko about how she felt with those mothers. Because there would be, iba-iba, grabe talaga yung mga personalities. It's really similar to, like, the shows. Meron talagang yung nanay na talagang, alam mo yun, sinespread. Kulang na lang i-spread. Gumawa ng magazine
Spreadsheet?
spread.
Sorry.
Or cheese whiz, whatever.
Oo.
Ng magazine spread to present like all their children's like achievements and stuff like that. Basta kung yung mga kwento niya, parang she felt so awkward about it kasi it really felt like she didn't use the word cult, but definitely very cliquish.
Very
It's
cliquish.
very,
No,
very
true.
cliquish.
Parang yung
And
cafe
then,
scenario lang sa show.
it's
diba?
very
Parang sila lang,
cafe
bakit ka
talaga,
nandito?
oo.
All care moms lang
Correct.
only.
And then sometimes
Correct.
nga hindi siya umaabot sa parang Sky Castle na rin. Parang umaabot.
Mm-mm.
Actually, kahit dito sa show na rin to. Like, if you're not as rich as them, I guess. So, kumbaga, if you don't have like the same handbags as they do, they treat you differently. Hindi naman umabot sa level na you don't belong here, you can't sit with us. Hindi naman siya na ganun ever. But they definitely, there's a difference with how they treat people
Correct.
who don't have those bags versus the moms who do. Parang ganun.
Not even just that. Like, ako personally, I experienced because I was young mom.
yeah,
I
yeah.
became a mom at 24.
Correct. Oo.
So, like, whenever I would go to the school of my daughter before when she was just, and even now, I could feel na parang tinitignan nila ako na, bakit ang bata nitong mag-asawang to? May ganun na
Talaga?
parang immediately discriminated. And I do know, parang yung mga friends ko rin na mga batang naging mom, may mga kwento talaga silang ganun. Kaya parang iba kami pumustura sa school, pag pumupunta doon, talagang mag-i-itsura na lang kaming matanda
Nanay.
para lang hindi kami mapansin as like,
Oo.
mukhang parang may mga ganong nararamdaman
naman, no?
talaga.
So, yung mga
Yeah.
ganun ba, parang like, do you feel na it affects din the kids? Parang like,
In fairness,
may
parang
trickle
it's a
down?
mom world. Feeling ko lang it's a mom world because I think that my daughter never had any experience, never naman niya nakwento sa akin whatsoever. Pero parang ako lang din, kaya madalas hindi na lang din ako sumasama sa mga school stuff. I would usually send my husband kasi mas din naman siya. Kasi ako, I really hate that feeling. You would feel it all the time being a young
That
mom.
you're being judged and stuff.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Oo.
Pwedeng isingit ko lang in defense of these helicopter moms. In fairness sa experience namin, may mga side na kapansin-pansin na pwede mong na kapula-pula naman talaga. Pero on the other hand, ewan ko sa experience namin, kapag merong nangailangan, ang bilis ng respond kasi coordinated tong mga nanay na ito.
Correct.
Halimbawa, may nasunugan. Ay, kailangan may nasunugan. Ito, kailangan nila ng ganito. Ang
Yeah.
bilis kumilos dahil super coordinated nila. Mga Viber groups, sobrang active tong mga
Wow.
Viber
Well
groups.
connected na sila.
And very
I was
invested.
gonna say as well na parang in defense naman of these moms, wala naman, and we could see it clearly also in the drama. Wala naman kasing mom na gusto mo nang mapasama yung anak mo. Parang siguro
Totoo
like
naman.
namamali lang yung way nila of doing it. Pero their intention naman is well-placed. Pero yun nga lang, syempre the execution, dun sila nagkaiba-iba.
Oo.
Kasi clear naman sa lahat ng mga moms wala namang nanay na manganganak na parang, ay nako, gagawin kitang ganito, tapos alam mo yun, that's
Oo.
never part of the plan.
Actually, in
Very
all
rare
fairness
lang.
nga naman, parang sa show din talaga, pinakita naman nila na gray area din talaga yun. Yung show nila of how they care for their kids. Parang, for example, like yung nanay ni Bang Sua. Actually, sa kanya ko medyo mas natetenderan. Kahit na medyo, as in, marites levels, extreme
Oo.
siya. Kasi
Yes.
parang yung when si Bang Sua really showed na parang she was having a hard time, ganyan-ganyan. Parang she was really there emotionally for her. Parang yung hindi ko masyadong masakyan actually, yung lawyer mom. Kasi parang for me, siya yung medyo intense to the point
Yun
na
yung
parang,
tiger mom
oo,
talaga.
tiger mom na parang like, yung anak mo, nagkulong na sa kwarto, depressed, tapos aawain mo pa. Parang like, for me, ang dating talaga is like, what is this really about? Is this really about them or is it about you? Alam mo yun? Parang you didn't
Well,
have
it
to
was
lie.
about parang that journey that I think that storyline was really about her. Like later on,
It was,
diba?
oo.
When
Oo.
Sunjae siya na rin nagsabi eh, this isn't about me, this is about you.
Oh,
Parang ganun.
correct. Oh, exactly. Yeah.
Which makes me want to ask as well, parang anong opinions niyo sa mga ganitong mga K-drama na parang, speaking of like the lawyer mom, kasi diba at first parang binild up nila na kumbaga yung suspect nung mga killings is the elder son. Diba
Oo,
parang may ganun
Correct.
build up.
Oo.
Anong opinion niyo sa ganitong mga K-drama na dapat meron ng magandang storyline eh. School. Tapos cute din yung storyline nung syempre the love story.
Oo.
Tapos biglang mag-inject sila ng mga murder.
Alam
Anong
mo,
feeling
ako,
niyo sa mga
honestly,
ganun?
I enjoyed it in this one.
Oh,
Kasi meron iba,
seriously?
kasi parang for example, sa Hometown, may ganun din eh. Pero parang
Oo.
as in, ginawa
Which makes
ng
sense.
one episodic thing. But then ultimately, kasi parang yung whole killer angle, nirelate pa rin nila to the whole education system. So it worked
Gets.
for me in this show.
Which makes sense because the director of this is the same director as Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha. So
Mahilig
So
pa
that's
siya
his
mga
thing.
ganun.
So, mahilig siya sa ganon.
Okay,
That's like,
okay.
Ko I don't mind na ano yan eh, it adds spice. Pero ang mahalaga yung tingnan yung overall how the show tries to marami siyang binabasag ng marami siyang tinatakal ng mga taboo topics. Tas mga binabasag na mga concepts, mga constructs na well ingrained sa culture nila. Well, actually kahit sa atin. So na-appreciate ko yung overall intention. Kahit kailangan nila pasukan ng mga ganoon na pang-spice na medyo
Correct.
pang ganon. Pero naintindihan ko yun, it's part of entertainment.
Oo. And I think
Ako
it's
lang
also...
pala yung nairita dun sa murder aspect.
ako,
Although
nairita ako.
nagigets
gusto
ko
ko
Pia yung parang ano ba yan? Ba't may ganyan pa? Parang okay na magsusurvive na siya with a certain without it eh. Pero baka meron silang I'm sure it's well researched, may market silang gustong
Correct.
so baka ma-reach, so baka may ganong angle na gusto yung market.
Tsaka parang
Si
ako...
Dempsey yun.
ako yun. Tsaka hindi kasi parang nung pumasok dun siya, parang I think Trency of Past would have been like, what? Pero parang kasi in my head, habang pinapanood ko, K-drama kasi to. Tsaka parang it's like the whole K-drama trope. So parang I can't really do anything about the formula that they're presenting. So, compared na lang to the others that I've seen, this is like a good way to inject that spice nga into it. Parang may konting resolution, pagkukulang lang towards the end, as per usual. But I feel like medyo successful naman siya kahit paano towards the end. It's not like some na parang talaga, oh my God, sobrang bitin. Parang
minadali, no?
Minadali.
Hindi siya minadali yung resolution. That's my only beef with it. Actually, ang ganda na ng angle. Ang ganda na ng latag eh. Like, kung sino yung perpetrator. Alam mo yon, yung ganda ng background na siya yung brother ng sister na nagmakamatay, etc. etc. But like to end it na ganon.
Hindi ako makapaniwala, girl. Na-offend talaga.
Na-offend
Yun na
ako.
yun?
Correct.
Kasi parang, sinayang mo naman yung efforts niya. Alam mo yun? Para may ganon. Tsaka sinayang yung efforts sa pagsubaybay ko. Alam mo yun?
Correct.
Parang how do you end it just like that? Like,
Tapos nung in-end nila, nagkaroon ng iba pang nangyari after.
Ngayon lang dumating yung nanay, yung totoong nanay.
Oo, kaya nga eh.
Kawawa naman yung character nung guy.
Kaya
Parang ang
nga
laki
eh.
nung in-invest nila.
Kinalimutan.
Tapos kinalimutan na lang bigla.
Correct, oo.
So, slightly,
Parang, okay, moving on.
Correct.
Actually, parang it worked for me up until that point. Parang towards the end. Parang sana nilet go na lang nila yung pagbalik ng isang nanay. I guess, parang feeling ko nga ang dating nun sa akin, in-inject lang talaga nila yung towards the end para magkaroon ng conflict si Hei tsaka si Hangse, si Nam Hengson para magkaroon ng conflict.
Si Imo.
Oo, si Hengson
But
tsaka yung anak. Pero parang, like, bakit pa? Nagkakoma na siya, guys.
Pero alam mo, technically, siguro nakaka-off lang kasi it felt like biglaan na lang siyang dumating. Pero hindi naman sila nagkulang sa paglatag ng character niya. She's always been there, 'di ba? Kasi nga, 'di ba, pinakita yung mga eksena nung iniwan niya yung bata, etc., etc. Siguro lang nakalimutan or gets yung balance in between. It was super high up about the murder mystery part. Na, syempre, nabitawan niya yung merong family drama, mother aspect. So, when she gets, nung biglang gumanon, when they had to flip the table, na tapos na yung murder mystery, and then family drama na siya, it felt so biglaan. I don't know, parang siguro may konting...
Feeling ko
diba?
hinayang
Parang
na nila yung nanay.
kailangan lang ng onting better timpla sana. And it would have been perfect.
Exactly.
Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
I would have like accepted
She
it
should have
all,
been
but like,
introduced earlier. Yung mga
Yung,
Oo,
ganon.
mga
bakit siya
ganon.
bumalik? Di ba
Diba?
ba't siya bumalik?
Pera.
Kailangan niya
Kasi
ng
kailangan
pera.
ng pera.
Pero bakit niya kailangan ng pera?
Kasi
Hindi
scammer
nila
siya.
sinabi.
Di ba? Wala.
Oo.
Diba? Wala.
Tapos,
Sino yung kausap
oo.
niya sa Japan?
Tapos nung sinabi,
Never
nung sinabi
sinabi.
nung bata na sasama ako sa Japan, kung wala siyang pera, kung kailangan niyang pera, dapat sinabi niya no because I can't afford it. Alam mo yun?
Nagulat din ako, parang tinanggap naman niya. Nagalit lang siya na hindi natin to pinag-usapan.
Oo.
Hindi yung fact na wala akong pera. Parang ganun.
Oo,
correct.
parang ganun.
Hindi siya ganun
Ito,
ka-desperate for money.
Oo,
Hindi siya
nga
ganun ka-desperate.
eh.
So, parang, ano yun? Ba't ka pumalik?
Tsaka for me, parang kay Hey Eden, parang like, yung push niya to let go of her mom is not as strong. Sobrang lakas nun.
Yeah.
Kasi for
Ang
yung
labo.
relationship
I was
nila.
kind of
Oo.
really
Parang like,
irritated.
Bakit biglang gusto
And
mo
like,
maiwalay
if-
sa kanya?
oo.
Kakabuhay mo lang, alam mo yun, tapos ile-let go mo siya bigla. Parang like, it doesn't make sense. Alam mo yun, di ba?
Tas parang,
at this point,
oo.
mas strong na yung relationship nyo.
And it was never established, like, sobrang liit lang nung mga scenes. Or it was never actually seen kasi napunan naman ng aunt niya yung gap na kailangan mo from a mom.
Correct. Oo.
Never siya nagkaroon ng scene.
Though feeling ko, it's the ultimate, ang gusto nilang mangyari doon, it's her ultimate sacrifice, diba? Kasi alam niyang, pag nandun siya,
Hindi
parating,
mabubuhay ng...
ang feeling niya, nuisance siya, na parang
Yeah.
sa kanya
Which,
mapupunta yung
oo.
attention.
I thought of that, but the thing is, they presented kasi Hei as a very, very intelligent person.
Oo.
And like, by doing that, yung bigla na lang siya nag-cold na, no, I'm going with my mother
Hindi
and
siya
I'm gonna
nagme-make
hurt you.
sense.
Like,
And then,
Talaga.
cut to,
Hindi
nung
ganun,
umalis na
oo.
yung nanay, friends na tayong lahat.
true.
Oo!
Kasi engaged.
mabilis.
Kasi may engagement.
Kailangan
Oo.
Although, naiyak ako doon, I'm sorry.
Oo, ako din.
Naiyak pa rin ako doon.
Ay, hindi. Mas
Oo.
naiyak ako dun sa CSAT scene. Yun yung favorite scene
Ang cute
ko.
nun.
Oo.
Alam mo kung saan ako
Ganong
pinaka...
juxtaposition ng
Oo,
bata.
ang ganda
Sobra.
nun.
Ang ganda.
Kasi nagulat ako yung parang K-drama na tumuloy yung luha.
Oo.
Oo.
Super cute nun.
Oo.
Pero alam mo kung saan ako super pinaka naiyak in the whole series. Yung sa brother ni Hengson. Yung na-hospital si Hei.
Si Hei.
Tapos hindi niya ma-process yung nararamdaman niya kung bakit na parang the child who was supposed to be taking care of me, alam ko, parang, ano yun, yung sabi niya something like, alam ko, ako yung pahirap sa buhay nila, but she was always the one taking care of me. But now that I'm seeing her like that, parang hindi niya ma-process.
Oo,
Grabe talaga yung iyak ko noon, as in.
Grabe yun.
Oo nga. Sobrang sakit nun sa puso yung scene. Actually, yung actor na yun magaling.
Magaling
Sobrang
siya.
galing.
Tapos parang,
Yeah.
actually, ang ganda nung treatment niya din dun sa character here. And I also like kung paano nangyari yung kasalang Emma nila sa dulo. Parang, I
Correct.
love it. Parang like, okay,
Oo.
as
Alam
is
mo,
what is.
Trency, magaling siya, pero kung napanood niyo yung R-Blues, parang yung standard ko, tumaas, lalo na
Dahil
kapag...
sa R-Blues.
Dahil sa R-Blues.
if you're gonna have a character na may ganoong characteristic, parang,
Who is on the
Wow.
spectrum.
Spectrum.
diba? Di ba nila kaya? Wala bang may kaya na,
Yeah.
the spectrum?
Gets
Correct.
naman, gets
Oo.
naman.
Oo.
So, hindi, not that he's not good.
Oo.
Magaling siya, pero parang, nagawa siya eh.
Correct.
Oo.
If they could get someone talaga who can really truly represent that, bakit hindi?
I hope it picks up. I mean, R-Blues was able to prove it nga.
True.
So, I hope they get to try it then.
Oo. Pero wait lang, hindi pa natin pag-uusapan ang isang critical din na aspeto nito, which is yung love story nga naman ni Choi Chiyol at ni Nam Heng Son. Na for me, sobrang special kasi, oh my God, they're old. Parang like, ang saya-saya ng mga K-drama na yung leads mo matatanda at nagkaka-inlaban sila. At
True.
kilig. So,
And
kayo
like,
ba?
yung mga concerns nila
Mm.
were actual. I mean, let's face it, most of the romantic K-dramas,
Mm.
syempre, yung mga tropes, yung mga career first, or
Mm.
sa marami, parang
Oo.
paulit-ulit siya
Aha.
on like showcasing romance. This one parang ang ganda lang. We've seen it before, but it's nice to see it again.
Mm-mm.
And hopefully again na merong pang ibang klaseng romantic stories beyond like yung sa mga age 20s to 30s.
Mga
Alam mo
first
yun?
love.
Oo, yung mga
Sorry, ako
concerns
sisingit
nila.
ko.
Oo.
Sobrang refreshing nung partner, nung pairing nilang dalawa.
Oo.
Kasi it's very consistent with the overall, parang yung may intention yung show to break barriers, break
Correct.
Oo.
Correct.
Kasi si ate girl, she's obviously
Much
medyo
older.
a bit older na in love sa guy. Pero itong guy na to, unlike in other dramas na bigla anak ng Chebol,
Self-made.
is a self-made man. So parang ang ganda nung it's so normal.
Yeah.
Normal.
So normal.
That's the word.
Alam mo, ang takeaway ko sa
Ako
relationship nila na pwede kong gawin yun sa mga biases ko. Kasi yung self-made din naman sila eh.
Wow!
Bukas ako ng Banchan restaurant.
Why not? Why not? Diba?
Pero
Pia?
ako, sobrang gusto ko sa kanilang dalawa is that kasi ang daming mga K-drama na okay, obviously, hooked siya on romance, ganyan. Tapos yung parang tatanggapin mo na lang na hindi ka kinikilig. Parang, okay, cute yung story, ganun.
Correct.
Dito, I was so surprised yung sa kilig ko sa kanilang dalawa. As in, yung
ako
kilig na
din.
tipong napapasipa ako,
I know,
napapasipa
ako
ako.
din.
Yung ganun.
Oo.
Na parang kasi sa
Same.
umpisa, parang hindi mo gets yung parang hindi mo naman na-feel na may chemistry sila
Okay,
yung first meeting
agree.
nila.
Agree.
Di ba wala namang parang, oh my God, cute. Wala, pero nung naging sila na, parang,
Oo.
oh my God, ba't ako gumugulong sa kama?
Alam mo, there's something about yung actor nga, si Jung Kyung-ho, who plays Chiyoy.
Yes.
There's something
Sabi
about
siya.
him.
Something about
And you know
him.
what? You fall in love with him din eh. Kasi ako, yung first, hindi naman kasi ako nag-hospital playlist. This is the first
Oo.
show I've seen him in. And at first, I was like, oh, he's the lead guy? Okay, sige. But like, alam mo yon like Hengson, parang sabay yata kaming like na-in-love sa
Na-in
kanya
love
na parang, na-in-love din. Gets kasi, nakalatag properly. Parang it's so
Oo.
realistic, like, it's so
Yeah.
realistic how she ended up having feelings for her. Alam mo yun, yung mga little notions na yun and stuff.
Oh my God. Like
Cute.
yung moment nga dito sa May Han River. Tapos parang, I don't know, galing silang somewhere nun, di ba?
Hospital, kumain.
Sa hospital. O, tapos
Kumain
nakatingin
sila.
siya kay girl, tapos meron siyang parang thought na, parang like, I have feelings for this woman. Na parang like, ooh!
Tapos nagpipigil siya, no?
Oo, nagpipigil siya.
Hindi pa
Siyempre
niya
kasi
alam.
at that point, akala niya
Hindi
may
pa niya alam
asawa.
Oo.
May asawang nasa
Pilipinas.
Pilipinas.
Na may mango business ba or something?
May taekwondo.
Ay, sorry,
parang may
taekwondo.
dojo.
Taekwondo. Oo. Gusto ko yung yung nag-overnight, first time niya mag-overnight, tapos nahuli sila nung dalawa. Tapos biglang nahulog siya na nakakatawa yung hulog ni Guy.
Yung pinaka-favorite ko yung nag-away sila. Tapos, kailangan mamalengke ni ate girl.
Oo!
Tapos, pagtingin niya sa labas, nandun na siya. Tapos, walang words! Lumapit lang siya. Tapos, kinuha yung stroller. Oh my God! I died.
Grabe. Diba parang like sobrang normal? Kasi parang like, sinamahan niya sa work.
Tsaka yung mga suki mong tindera, mga, siya ba yun? Pogi.
Oo!
Pogi,
Oo!
oo.
Gusto ko yun. Oo. Oh my gosh. Tapos yung cute na parang hinintay talaga niya na matapos siya dun sa kanyang sports instructor certificate.
Oo. Tapos
I
yung
really
happiness
like that
niya,
for
that
her.
phone call na deadma lang. Yung parang, okay. Tapos pagpasok niya sa kwarto, parang biglang,
Oo!
Cute nun.
Sobrang cute.
I actually really love that ending for her. Because like, if you normally or sometimes kasi K-drama would go the easy way na they can just get married and live happily ever after. But they stuck to her character na Miss Independent na whatever. Alam mo yun? And then they really followed up her dreams or her wishes for herself. So kumbaga, it's like a more real, it's a more healthy relationship, I guess.
Correct. It is.
And si Chiyol din, as a partner, talagang he got it out of her. Na parang, di ba, they had that conversation na, ano bang gusto mo? Parang may ganun sila talaga na parang, and automatically, supportahan mo kasi alam niya na, I mean, obviously, she's playing the role of a mom. There's something more than just being a mom na gusto mo.
Yeah.
Meron yan. Yung ganun, yung
Correct.
tinry niyang hanapin for her. Yun yung mga yay for healthy relationships. Ganda.
Siguro lang, parang to also round up this conversation, parang, did them showing that love angle end the show well for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Ako, yes. If anything, I'm so glad that they did because nga the last 2 episodes was because nga yung mga pagkukulangan sa mga ibang storylines na parang, I can't believe you just ended them this way.
Correct.
But buti na lang yun yung final. Kasi at the end of
Correct.
the day, yun naman din talaga ang main story of the show. So,
And hindi sila nagkaroon ng yung typical breakup. Meron lang silang hindi sila nag-usap, pero hindi
Correct.
sila nag-break.
Oo,
Tapos,
Tampuhan.
wala nga.
'di ba? Tampuhan lang siya,
Actually.
yung ganon. Because ganon yung mga mature relationships,
Yeah.
'di ba? Hindi niyo na kailangan mag-break. Kung
Oo.
kailangan hindi kayo mag-usap siguro sandali, tapos mag-usap kayo after. Ganon lang, guys.
Actually,
Ako naalala ko yung yung Theo or Philo teacher ko nung college na parang hindi totoo yung yung si
Cool
Joke
off.
Guevara yata yun yung I compliment you and we are one. Without you, I am incomplete. Parang dalawa silang
complete.
kumpletong nilalang
Kompletong tao.
na nanatili sa tabi ng isa't isa.
Ah,
At kinilig,
ganda.
diba?
Exactly.
Hindi na, diba? At
I
kung
love
yan ang
it.
gusto mo, diba? Binigay ni ate girl na condition na kailangan ko munang tapusin to. Kailangan ko ma-achieve.
Yes.
And the guy was,
So happy for
unconditional.
her.
I support you.
Oo.
Because that's your life.
Yeah.
That's your life.
Exactly.
Yan yung gusto mo. And I'll be with you in your journey. And I think yun yung sobrang makatotohanang depiction ng pagmamahal or baka yun yung mature na pagmamahal.
Totoo.
Dahil
Exactly.
nga adult relationship na to.
Parang I
Love
guess
it
nga
for
in
them.
like the greater scheme of things of this show, like and all the issues and topics that it presented. Ang ganda nga na mention na parang sila yung healthy relationship in the middle of all the unhealthy relationships we saw in this show. So maganda nga na nagtapos siya doon na parang alam mo, okay lang na maging healthy, okay lang na maging patient ka with another person's journey to support them in a way na won't make them feel so pressured and affect them mentally na hindi na nila magawa yung other aspects of their life. So, I'm so appreciative na may ganong angle talaga siya. Ang dami natin pinag-usapan nang galing tayo sa education and nag-end tayo sa love, and at the end of the day, we just want to watch shows that we can relate to, and hopefully we can
Learn something.
learn something with it and better our lives with it. So, ayun. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. But of course, wag muna kayong aalis because as you know, here at One to Sarang, we always end with a game. And we are so lucky to have JJ here with us because he is our jojong.
Yay!
Naman. Oo, and sobrang excited. Oo, dito lalabas ang ating improv skills, guys. At alam niyo naman, 'di ba, listeners, na we are the theater kind. So, milig tayo sa mga ganyan. Okay, so for this game, para sa mga 17 fans dyan, you know this game. It's called Logic Night. So, basically...
Lowly light.
Lowly Night. Actually, nako-confuse ako. Lowly Night? Logic Night. Ayan. And in this game, magdedebate kami. Where we will use our advanced minds. Babasahin ko na.
Wow.
To discuss topics in ways that you will barely understand. Because we will not be logical, as the game name says. This is an illogical debate. Okay. So, quick mechanics lang para sa mga hindi nakakaalam. Mag-group kami into 2, okay? Through the power of Gawi-Gawi Bo. And then, each team will choose an opener and a closer. Nagbigay kami ng ilang topics that we duly numbered. Okay. Tapos, papapiliin lang namin ang ating guest ng number para siya magde-decide kung anong topic natin. Okay. But before we get to that, let's just make it clear na each individual will only be given 1 minute. So, JJ, are you ready to choose the topic? Choose a number from 1 to 4.
3.
Okay, number 3. So, ang topic natin for tonight is, which will result in acing your test? Kumain bago mag-test or mag-test saka kumain?
What an easy topic! What an easy topic masyado. Let's discuss now.
Wala pa, mag-grouping pa tayo. Mag-grouping pa tayo.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Okay, so mag-grouping tayo. Ayan ang ating topic. Mag-grouping tayo. Gagawin natin ang the magic of Gawi-Gawi Bo. Alright? So, alam mo naman to, JJ, as a variety show practitioner. Practitioner talaga. Okay? Alright. Gawi-Gawi Bo. Okay, obvious. Kami ni Monica
Kami ni Pia.
at kayo ni Pia ang magka-team. Okay. Okay, so to recap, ang ating grouping ay si JJ at si Pia for team kumain bago mag-test. And then for team 2, kami ni Monica for team kumain after mag-test. And I will be the opener. And for team Pia and JJ, JJ will start. Okay, you have 1 minute, okay? And timer starts now.
Testing is such an important part of any educational system. Testing is also known as assessments because it is to make sure that what has been taught is actually learned by the students. Yun ang point ng mga test. Kailangan malaman kung natutunan ng bata ang mga dapat ay natutuhan niya. Ngayon, pag-usapan natin ang panahon ng pagtetest. Kailan ba dapat kumain ng bata? Before or after? As an educator, I firmly believe that children should take their meals before the test. For several reasons. And one of the most important reason is because it will provide nutrients for their brain which will translate to better scores when answering the test.
Ang haba ng intro mo eh.
Ang bilis!
Kasi nag-Caesar ka eh.
Friends, compliment ka pa kasi.
Yung ginawa ni JJ, yung ginawa ni JJ is literally the show. Yung minadali na at the last 2 episodes.
Na-feel ko nga yun.
Okay. Whew. Okay, I guess it's my
Wala
turn.
pa akong argument, nagbibilang si
Oh. Kasi naman nakahaba yung start mo with matching theatricality of it all. So, I am Trency for team kumain pagkatapos
After.
mag-test.
Okay. And 3, 2, start.
Yung pagkain kasi, hindi yan ginagawa before mag-test. Alam mo ba kung bakit? Kasi yung amoy ng pagkain magsistay sa bibig mo. Tapos ayaw mo na habang kumakain ka, naamoy mo yung garlic na kinain mong breakfast.
I
Sa bibig
object!
mo habang hindi ka pwede mag-object. Give me the space! Hindi mo maaamoy mo siya. Pag maamoy mo siya, madidistract ka, mamawala ka sa focus. Sa CSAT nga, yung mga eroplano, hindi nila pinapalipad dun sa mga testing centers kasi alam nila madidistract yung mga estudyante. All the more na pag maamoy mo yung sarili mong breath. That is my point number 1. Point number 2, pag kumain ka, before you take a test, yung kamay mo rin magiging madumi. Kasi syempre, sobrang panik na panik ka, hindi ka makapaghugas ng kamay, di ba? So, yung kamay mo puro ano ba kinain mo before that? Sandwich? Or nagkamay ka, kumain ka ng tosino, di syempre, puro puro sugar. Naku, hindi maganda yan. Kasi ibig sabihin yung test mo, malalagyan ng mga fingerprints mo. Tapos hindi siya mababasa ng machine. Tapos babagsak ka pag kumain ka bago ka mag-test. Kumain
Kahit
ka pagkatapos.
Stop!
Inimasa lang.
I object, Your Honor! I object!
Wala tayong palitan. Diretso
Ay,
na
wala
sa
pala.
closing.
Sorry.
Okay.
No, I'm
Pwede
asking.
mag-rebut.
Wala nang palitan. Diretso na tayo sa
Closing
closing.
na.
Okay.
Oo. Ayan. So, yan ang ating mga openers. So, let us hear from
Well, we
Pia.
have better arguments, care
Yes.
of our closer.
Mm.
Ano ba? Closer na yung tawag. Or whip. The whip is
Yeah,
Miss
the
Pia.
whip.
Yeah, the whip. Mm. Okay. Pia, are you ready?
Ready?
Go, Pia.
And-
Fighting.
Begin.
Una sa lahat, bakit ang dudumi ng mga batang pinagtetest ng ating argument? Una, hindi nag-toothbrush. Pangalawa, hindi naghugas ng kamay. Anong klaseng mga nanay ang meron itong mga batang to na hindi man lang paliguan ang mga bata bago sila
Ay,
mag-test?
nako.
Kung responsable nga ang mga nanay nitong mga batang ito, pakakainin muna sila ng maayos para habang nagtetest sila, hindi sumasakit ang tiyan nila so that they wouldn't be distracted while they are going through the things that they learned.
Here,
Haven't you
here.
heard about brain food? Sabi nila kapag kumain kumain ka, nagbibigay yan sa'yo ng lakas para maalala mo lahat ng iyong mga pinag-aralan. If you will now reserve eating from after taking the test, why are we starving the children? We should feed the children. They should be allowed to eat before and after the test. Kasi after the test, pwede na kayong mag-celebrate as a family. Kasi naubos na yung calories from your breakfast and it's time for you to replenish. Ang tunay na mabuting nanay dapat nagpapakain, nagbibigay ng malusog na anak. A healthy body gives you a healthy mind for you to be able to take your test. That's all. Thank you so much.
Men sana in corpore sano. A healthy mind in a healthy body.
Correct.
Okay. Well said. And so we have our closer for team kumain pagkatapos mag-test. We have Monica. Are you ready?
Yes.
And you may begin.
Okay, while there is truth to yung mga facts na nilatag mo, don't forget the number one thing that food gives us after we eat. We need to release gas. There is nothing more uncomfortable than magpipigil na umutot or mag-burp habang nagtetest, okay?
Here.
Ang hirap. Been there, done that. At what if hindi lang gas ang kailangan i-release? What if kailangan pumunta sa banyo? You do
Mga
not
madudungis tsaka mababaho talaga
you
yung
do
mga
not
bata
want to
nila.
miss an opportunity of testing dahil kailangan mo mag-rush sa banyo, dahil kumain ka ng big breakfast, dahil kailangan mo ng brain food, when all this time, ang ginawa lang ng body sa'yo is that you need to take a shit. No. What could be a good solution is that why not just think na if you eat after a test, it is your reward for actually finishing a test. That is all. Thank you. No to farts.
I rebut.
No more rebuttal. This is a
Nabawalan tayo mag-rebut.
clean cut debates, and we will let the listeners decide kung anong team ba sila. Pero marami tayong natutunan sa game na to. No?
We don't like farts.
We don't like farts, and that mababaho po tayong tao.
Huwag mo kami isama yung mga batang pinaglalaban mo lang yung mga mababaho. Kami ni JJ, what do you mean fart? What do you mean shit? We don't do that.
Sa
God.
mga bata, sino bang bata na hindi
Human body.
Sino bang nung bata ako, wala akong ginawa ko na
Humans
tumae.
are fairies.
Masarap umutot. Kapag umutot ka, nakakatalino yon.
Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for staying with us and listening to our episode.
Thank you so much, JJ.
Recording. And also, thank you so much, JJ. At pinaunlakan mo kami. You shed so much light in this conversation. Ang dami nating naintindihan. Sorry na lang, DepEd, ha. Medyo, medyo hinatak namin kayo through the mud at the start of this conversation.
Very enlightening. I mean, I learned a lot today about
actually.
our educational system.
Kung kayo magkaka-signature move, ano yun? Pakita nyo na sa YouTube na tayo.
Ganito.
Gusto ko yung sumisipa.
Kailangan maiba.
Ano yun? Parang flex ng muscles.
Akala ko naghubad ka ng salawal. Based on what I've seen. Baka si JJ may signature move.
Ano
Ako,
sa JJ?
This is very consistent with a show which is so normal, nothing fantastic. Teka lang, may kukunin lang.